This is Keep the Faith Ministry News. I'm Hal Mayer. I'm beginning to see some pushback online against claims that Virginia's so-called Repeal Act is as barbaric as pro-life activists claim, said David French, who writes for the National Review, or as barbaric as its own sponsor testified. In a now viral video clip, Democrat delegate Kathy Tran confirmed that the bill would permit third trimester abortions even when the mother has physical signs that she's about to give birth, including when she's dilating. In response, a number of people are passing around arguments such as this from attorney Max Kennerly. The Virginia bill anti-choice people are screaming about prohibits abortion in the third trimester unless A, at a licensed hospital, B, with a doctor certifying pregnancy is likely to cause harm to the mother, and C, life supports available and used if the fetus is viable. The bill reduces the number of doctors required to certify the alleged medical need for an abortion from 3 to 1, and critically eliminates any required showing of severity before the doctor and mother can determine that the birth would impair her physical or mental health. Under the bill's actual text, virtually any claim of impairment would suffice to meet the Act's requirements. Anxiety, depression, the conventional physical challenges of postpartum recovery, any of those things could justify taking the life of a fully formed, completely viable, living infant. That's infanticide. That's barbarism. If there's any silver lining in that pitch-black cloud, it's that the Act would at least retain current law's born-alive protections, requiring that measures for life support for the product of such abortion or miscarriage shall be available and utilized if there is any clearly visible evidence of viability. This language, along with generalized prohibitions against murder, render moot Governor Ralph Northam's ominous musing that a discussion would ensue between the physicians and the mother even after a baby is resuscitated. Ever since Donald Trump clinched the GOP nomination and the vast majority of the GOP office holders fell into line behind the nominee, I've heard and read countless critiques of GOP cowardice. Politicians are too afraid of the base to say what they really think. They're too petrified of influential conservative media voices to break with Trump. Much of that criticism is valid, but where is the criticism of Democratic politicians who are so afraid of their own online mob that they refuse to raise their voices even against infanticide? A Gallup poll this summer found that only 13% of Americans favor making trimester abortions generally legal. In fact, only 18% of Democrats share that position. Make no mistake, this bill functionally renders third trimester abortions generally legal. It takes nothing more than in the agreement of a mother and doctor that there is any degree of even mental impairment to kill a child. Are Virginia Democratic lawmakers ready to go that far? If so, is that position a matter of conviction or of fear? The effect of prenatal influences is by many parents looked upon as a matter of little moment, but heaven does not so regard it. The message sent by the angel of God and twice given in the most solemn manner to Samson's mother and father shows it to be deserving of our most careful thought. Ministry of Healing, page 372. Thine eyes did see my substance, yet being unperfect, and in thy book all my members were written, which in continuance were fashioned, when as yet there was none of them. Psalm 139:16. This is Keep the Faith Ministry News. Thank you for watching.